President Trump now reacting to this, expressing outrage with this message, quote, "Many dead, including women and children, in mindless chemical attack in Syria. Area of atrocity is in lockdown and encircled by Syrian army, making it completely inaccessible to the outside world. President Putin, Russia and Iran are responsible for backing animal Assad. Big price to pay," he continues. "Open area immediately for medical help and verification. Another humanitarian disaster for no reason whatsoever. Sick." Waleed Phares, Fox News national security and foreign affairs analyst. And sir, good morning to you.
Good morning.
They know the world's watching. Why do they still do it?
Well, because they understand that is the Syrian regime, the Iranian regime, of course, the supporters, the Russians in this case, they realize that they think so, that we are not going to be responding strategically. They believe that they can do it on the ground. But more important, Bill, is the reason for why the Syrian regime and their allies are using these chemical weapons. They do want to see these militias withdrawing from these areas, and more dangerous could be the notion that they want the population to leave, which I would translate into ethnic cleansing. By using those weapons, no international massive reaction, the population is intimidated and they flee.
I think you're precisely right. Lindsey Graham, last hour in Fox and Friends, said this, and the question then goes to the White House. And what's the response? First, Senator Graham on that.
The world is watching the president. Iran is watching the president. Russia is watching the president. And North Korea is watching the president. This president has a chance to do exactly the opposite of Obama, send a strong signal that there's a new sheriff in town and America's back.
About a year ago, Tomahawk missiles went flying. What does President Trump do now, Waleed?
Well, Bill, first of all, let's be realistic. The time has changed since the administration of President Obama did not react. I mean, many things have happened. Russians are there on force. You have the Iranians. The regime now is on the offensive. So what can the Trump administration do is different from what it was able to do last year or under the 6 previous years of the Obama administration. Number one, it's very important that our intelligence community determines very quickly with documents for the international community the veracity of the facts that chemical weapons were used with details. That should be taken to the Security Council in New York. Obviously, we all know that the Russians will have a veto waiting for us. From there on, I think the United States should lead a coalition of the willing. All these European countries or Arab countries are willing to work with us to start deterring the Assad regime. And there's a long list of issues they can do.
The French and the Brits, the Canadians, the Israelis, Saudi Arabia, I imagine that would be the coalition, right?
Well, Saudi Arabia leading another dozen of Arab and Muslim countries. Remember the summit in Riyadh. You have a commitment there. But if we can have a junction between NATO and these Arab countries, here you have a very large coalition.
Okay, last point here. Senator John McCain from Arizona sent this message. In light of the announcement about a week, not an announcement, but the president saying that we were going to get out of Syria, Senator McCain said this. President Trump last week signaled to the world the United States would prematurely withdraw from Syria. Bashar al-Assad and his Russian and Iranian backers have heard him, and emboldened by American inaction, Assad has reportedly launched another chemical attack. What do you think of that criticism from Senator McCain?
Look, I think that the Syrian regime backed by the Iranians will do, despite the fact that we are in Syria or not, and all is based on how strong are we in Syria. With 2,000 soldiers in the northeast of Syria, the Assad regime will continue to do so. We have to make a big decision ourselves with our allies. Are we going to have a strong presence in eastern Syria or not? That would answer the question, in my view.
Thank you, Waleed. More to come on this, okay? Appreciate your analysis this morning. Waleed Phares there in Washington, D.C.